Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Jason, and you're just in time for your weekly dose.
I know we did that wrong. I'm Mario.
I know, right? I was thinking, and I'm Luigi, but then it seems like I'm trying to do something without her. But, yeah. I'm Luigi, oh yeah, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Oh, yeah.
That?
Clink.
Woohoo!
Today
Great
is
start.
Saturday, 3 days before Halloween, Saturday, October 28th, and this is what happened this week, starting things off with movie announcements. So, Disney had an update this past week of some of the movies that they have coming out and some of the updated dates. When they did that release, Jonathan Majors' movie, Magazine Dreams, was not included in the calendar of movies that is set to come out. Magazine Dreams is not what I thought it was. I thought we had already talked about this movie, but it seems like it's, I don't know, it's something a little bit more serious and it's not related to Marvel.
Right.
But it seems like it might be based on history, possibly.
Okay.
But anyway, so as a reminder, Majors was arrested previously this year, or accused previously this year, March 25th, on allegations of strangulation, assault, and harassment. His trial is set for November 29th, and he is currently starring in season 2 of Loki.
All right, and Mission Impossible 8, which is going to be the sequel to the latest Mission Impossible movie, that release date has been pushed back, delayed to 2025 due to what sounds like the strike. So originally it was set for June 2024, and now it's supposed to be released on May 23rd of next year. No, I'm sorry, the year after next, 2025. So Mission Impossible 7 made a total of $567.5 million in the box office worldwide. 172 million of that was domestic, and it was the 12th movie as far as box office for the year. And probably no number one.
My other costume.
Yes, indeed. Barbie. Still sitting pretty at number one.
All right. And live action Snow White has released a first look at the 7 dwarves that are going to be portrayed in the movie. Disney also announced that they are delaying the film to come out March 21st of 2025 so far. The dwarves in the image appear to be CGI. So Peter Dinklage had some criticisms about the movie and the portrayal of the dwarves and all of that. Yeah. In response to his criticism, Disney has stated that they are taking a different approach to the 7 characters and have been consulting members of the dwarfism community in order to, I guess, make sure that everything's represented properly. Yeah. Interested to see how that goes. And just as a side question, because we tried to figure this out one night, can you name the 7 dwarves? What happened with us is that we kept naming the same one twice.
Yeah, yes.
And we couldn't keep track of who we counted. So I was like, okay, well, we got to put them in alphabetical order.
Right.
We were supposed to be asleep.
Yeah,
but...
sleepless night that night. All right, and speaking of... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work here. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, its release date has been pushed back as well, but just 2 days. If you've been keeping track, this is kind of par for the course for this movie. Go ahead.
So, I originally had this movie written down for its original date, and then that was when we started doing Nerd News, and I thought, how did I get the date a year off? It's really... there was no talk about this movie because it was originally set to come out December 16th of 2022, and I had it written down on my calendar. Nobody said a thing. And that was also when I started Nerd News, because it was like, what is happening? I don't know. And that wasn't why I started Nerd News. It's just one of the many things. It's like, I want to know when movies come out, but I also want to update my dates when they're delayed. Yeah. So anyway, Tell them about the dates.
I will. I mean, which one? So the current date is December 22nd, and like I said, we've been keeping track. It's moved from the 16th of 2022 to March 2023 to Christmas time of this year, so December 25th, and that was pushed back to December
Or pushed forward.
pushed forward actually, which is interesting, to December 20th. But now we're set at December 22nd.
So 5 date changes for this one movie.
Don't buy tickets in advance, okay? Just don't roll those dice.
As far as trailers for movies, Marvel's has yet another trailer. More than likely, they're going to have a trailer again next week because the movie is set to come out November 10th, which I think falls next week. It doesn't.
Nah.
It doesn't fall next week. It's going to be coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there'll be another trailer next week, more than likely.
Probably, yeah.
All right, TV announcements.
Let's start this off by talking about David Holmes' The Boy Who Lived. It's a documentary produced by Daniel Radcliffe, also known as Harry Potter, the original boy who lived. It's about Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double and Daniel's, real life friend, David, who was paralyzed on set while filming Deathly Hallows Part 1. And apparently David and Daniel, they became friends through their film careers, because it sounds like David started on the first film stunt doubling for Daniel, but this film is meant to be basically a way for them to show support and just rally behind their friend David and tell that story. So it's going to be released on HBO on November 15th, and it's also going to stream on Max.
And more TV announcement news. Fallout, the TV show, has an official start date of April 12th, 2024.
Those are my excited shoulders. Yeah! All right, I like Fallout. So, Crunchyroll's library is now going to be available on Prime Video as an optional add-on. Now, the price isn't going to change, so if you want to get that, it's still going to be $7.99 for the fan package, and if you want to become a mega fan for Crunchyroll, that's going to still be $9.99. That mega fan is going to give you the opportunity to download stuff and watch things offline. The perk, or one of the perks, is going to be your ability to watch Crunchyroll without having to leave the Prime Video app. So, you're watching yourself on Prime, you want to check out some anime, something on Crunchyroll, just boop, play it through Prime Video.
Cool.
And the other benefit is...
Oh, I'm supposed to go over the other benefit?
Hey, yeah.
So now it's all in one bill. The way you make it sounds not that great. But for people like my parents who are paying bills, it makes it easier because you just have one bill to pay or one thing that's coming out instead of like having separate things to come out. So it's all coming out as one.
Yes.
Or you're just paying one depending on how you are paying your bills.
There we go. There we go.
So, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, we mentioned that Daredevil was having some issues with the TV show yet again. They got rid of their showrunner, and also they got rid of the directors for all of the remaining episodes that haven't been recorded, or I guess recorded is the right word. So Daredevil has gotten a new showrunner. It's the producer of Punisher from Netflix, Dario Scardapani, or Dario Scardapani?
Scardapane?
The producer of Punisher.
Dario.
On Netflix.
My man, Dario.
Is going to be the showrunner. Also, Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead have been brought in from Loki. Well, they're the directors of Loki. They have been brought in to direct the remaining episodes of the first season. Daredevil is set to come out in 2024. So far.
Okay, yeah. As it stands. Okay.
Trailers.
Yes, trailers.
TV trailers.
So, Squid Games, the reality show. So, Squid Game, the challenge. Is that the name of it, or is that
Squid
the name
Game,
of the
the
trailer?
challenge.
Okay, cool. But it's a Squid Game reality show. The show's going to release on November 22nd. And I'll let you judge for yourself. I thought it looked pretty cool.
I thought it looked pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a cool way to interpret that game.
Yes.
And then they also introduced new games as well.
Right. And I mean, sounds like there is some controversy with the show. I mean, understandable, because the actual show, if you just take that concept and say, we're going to make a reality show about Squid Games.
Well, if you remember earlier this year, we mentioned how there were some accidents on the show. Like, there were some health concerns with the show. So I still want to watch it.
Right.
But I am thinking about, like, why'd y'all make it that that dangerous, though?
And
Because, like, there was, like, some hypothermia, I think. Some people passed out during the game where, like, the don't move, red light, green light. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I don't remember all of the facts about the situation when we read it. And there's some more stuff that's coming out as far as this may not necessarily be true. Like, they've interviewed more of the contestants, sounds like. But yeah, as far as being an interesting show,
I'm still interested.
I'm still interested. Hopefully they're doing things appropriately, and waivers have been signed. We're all adults, but they're taking measures to make sure people are safe and not put in unnecessary danger for our viewing pleasure.
You're gonna work for that $364 million. I don't remember how much it is.
I think it was 4.65 million.
Okay.
For 465 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, in event news, unfortunately, Shaft star Richard Roundtree has passed away. He died at the age of 81 from pancreatic cancer. He started off in 1971 as an action classic on the movie Shaft, where people said that he was hotter than Bond and cooler than Bullet. I don't know who Bullet is, but I mean, Shaft is more popular, so.
Well, there we go.
He starred alongside Samuel L. in the 2000 Shaft. He also was in George of the Jungle in 1997, and he was also in Speed Racer in 2008. He has made numerous guest appearances and cameos in shows and movies over his years, including Heroes, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Alien.
All right. And the Hunger Games will become a stage play. So it's going to debut in London. Everything's coming to the UK.
Yeah.
But, good for them. Good for them.
It's all cloudy over there and sad looking.
But they have the Hunger Games stage play.
They do.
And
the Stranger Things stage play. Maybe plays are just better received over there.
Maybe. I can get that. All right. Well, so that's coming next year in fall in London. Just to give you a little bit more information, the Hunger Games book, the original one, was released on September 14th, 2008, sold over 100 million copies globally, spent over 100 weeks in the New York Times bestseller list, and the movie was released March 23rd, 2012, the 21st highest grossing film franchise of all time, $2.97 billion worldwide, and the most recent movie, Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, is going to be the 5th movie in the franchise. It's coming to theaters November 17th this year. So, if you're a fan and you live in the UK,
good
congratulations.
For you.
Yeah.
So,
hats off to you. Not this one, though.
In gaming news announcements, Magic the Gathering and Marvel are teaming up in order to release some cards with some new popular characters. It's set to come out currently in 2025. If I know anything about games and movies, just because you have a release date doesn't mean that that's the date you're going to be able to stick to. So, it's currently set to come out in 2025. Other team-ups that Magic the Gathering has had in the past include Lord of the Rings, Fallout, The Final Fantasy, and Stranger Things, which I found strange. But I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering, so.
It's not surprising that you missed that. I think I missed it too. Wait. Anyway. So, moving on to video games. But still announcements. Spider-Man 2 is very popular. How popular, you ask? Well, popular enough to sell 2.5 million copies in its first day. So first 24 hours, that's what? over 100,000 100,000 copies in an hour, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. But in any case,
You do some quick math in your head. Carry the one.
it's the. I think that's right. Don't fact check me. Just be amazed, okay? But it's the fastest selling game from the PlayStation Studios in PlayStation history. Just to show you what that list looks like. Previously, it was God of War Ragnarok. That was the highest selling game, and it sold 5 million copies in the first week. Before that was Last of Us Part 2, which sold 4 million copies in the first 3 days. Now, it sounds like Sony they haven't been keeping track of the sales records for the other games in the first 24 hours, so this is a new metric. Good save. This is a new metric that they're using, so they don't have that exact comparable data, but regardless, impressive stuff.
So, continuing in gaming news, Nintendo has updated its terms for the competitive community tournament games for the UK and Japan. Right now it's only in the UK and Japan, but that means that it could possibly come to the US, but it's not in the US yet. That may be something down the road. So if you are interested in Nintendo competitive games, then this may be something that may affect you. Maybe. Anywho, so these are terms that Nintendo has set for organizers of the community tournament, so that they will be considered small-scale events, which don't have to get a licensing from Nintendo in order to operate. So some of the terms that they have put out that these organizers have to abide by are that it cannot generate commercial revenue. There's a participant cap of 200 people in person or 300 people online. So from what I understand, if a tournament is hosting multiple games, they can only have a max of 200 people, even if there's multiple games. Not quite sure on that one. Was trying to understand it because a lot of people were upset about it.
Yeah.
And they were upset about a lot of the terms and a lot of these things. They cannot sell drinks or food. They also cannot sell merchandise or charge spectator fees. And other guidelines have some of the competitors worried, such as not being able to use third-party accessories for gaming, which a lot of people with accessibility needs use third-party accessories in order to have access to the game. So that could possibly limit who can participate in these games and make it non-inclusive of people with a variety of abilities.
Interesting. I was wondering, so you may not know, and I didn't read the article, but is it for tournaments that solely have Nintendo games?
So it's it's for Nintendo games.
Okay.
So Smash
so you throw
Brothers.
in some Mortal Kombat and Madden and 2K.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that's a way to not have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and I don't know if it's a thing to do Nintendo games. Like, is this a
Smash
community?
Brothers.
Yeah. I forgot what some of
Tournament.
the other games were that had tournaments. But, yeah, not
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that as far as throwing in other games. Like, if you just have a gaming tournament. And I would imagine as long as you're including Nintendo games, you have to follow those rules. Otherwise, you have to get licensing from them, I would think. So, like, if you're hosting an event at Dragon Con, and you're hosting a tournament, and you
have some Nintendo games.
And you have some Nintendo games, I would imagine that you need to apply for licensing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering.
And they did
about
say,
that.
like, some of the people who would have been affected already have licensing. But it's the smaller things that don't.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it's been 8 years since a new Batsuit has been added to Arkham Knights. But wait no longer, because the Pattinson Batman suit. I don't know if that's a thing, but in any case,
Sounds like meow, 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 Pac-Man.
Oh.
Meow, meow.
maybe that's a thing. I don't know. But the bat suit from the latest the 2022 The Batman movie has been added to Arkham Knights unexpectedly. Like, no announcement or anything. It just showed up, which is a nice surprise for fans of the game. But yes, yeah, so if you are a fan of the game, congratulations. Check it out.
So, have you ever wanted to smell like espionage and secrets?
Yes.
Well, Metal Gear Solid has a new unisex fragrance
Oh.
just for you. They
And for
say,
you as well. Unisex.
I don't want to smell like espionage and
Okay.
secrets.
Fair enough.
So the description of the fragrance is experience the thrilling world of espionage and secret operations of the Metal Gear Solid universe with Shadow Moses. Nope, Shadow Moses. Does
Shadow
not
Moses.
have a double S.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I teach reading, by the way.
Keep going. Finish it, Love Bear.
A unisex fragrance that transcends the ordinary.
Ordinary.
So, like, if you watch the preview for this thing, like, I was like, is this, like, are they trying to be serious, or are they, like, playing
Trying
on
to
the...
ham it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, playing on the, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, this is a fragrance made off of a game about war.
Yeah. You watch the trailer and you decide.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyway. The bottle isn't even all that pretty. Like, there are perfume bottles and cologne bottles. They're very pretty, intriguing, interesting, all of that. This is a block. A block of a piece of, like, a sticker stuck to the front of a guy. So, anywho,
Yeah.
there's no pricing as of yet. It's limited to 1,000 units, exclusive to the UK. So, you could spray yourself with this unisex fragrance
Mm-hmm.
and then go to the... the Hunger Games play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneak into the play. I mean, pay for it. But
Except you probably, you're going to do all of this after doing your Nintendo.
yeah, I mean, coming
Gaming.
in from the tournament,
Yeah.
you're gonna be hungry because you couldn't buy any refreshments in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it worked out.
Yeah. It's only available to UK and European markets, and it's available now for pre-order. If you're interested
Get
in
yours now.
smelling like espionage and secrets.
And mushrooms.
Shadow
or-
Moses. Moses.
Yeah, Shadow Moses. All right, trailers. There was a trailer for Mario. Nope. There was a trailer for WarioWare. That's why you don't pretend to mispronounce things in the run through, because you do it for real. But anyway, WarioWare Move It, Pose Your Way to Victory has dropped a trailer, and the game is going to be released next week, November 3rd.
So it is the end of the month, which means that we are coming up to the beginning of a new month.
Yeah.
These are top of the month releases. This is what's set to come out November 1st. So usually on the first of the month, a lot of streaming services drop a lot of shows. So instead of like listing all of those in addition to all the other movies in different spots, we just list all of them in the top of the month section, which we're about to do now. Coming to Netflix is
The Addams Family, The Mummy, 2017. So it's the 2017 version with Tom Cruise. Also, The Scorpion King is coming to Netflix, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
coming to Hulu is Naruto Shippuden Season 8, episodes 414 through 425 dub. Alien vs. Predator, which came out in 2004. Armageddon, which came out in 1998. Blade 1 through 3. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, which came out in 2001. Garfield, the one that came out in 2004, there's only one, but there was a show. If you watched it. I watched it. I loved it.
Me too.
Anyway, Men in Black 1 through 3, loved Men in Black 1. Pacific Rim 2013. The Sandlot, which came out in 1993. Space Jam 1 and Space Jam 2. And also Twister, the classic from 1996.
Coming to Amazon, a lot of Batman. We
Amazon
have-
Prime.
Yes, Amazon Prime. Batman, Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns. That's it for the Batman.
No, it's not. Because there's also...
That's it for the Batman. Also, Braveheart and Catwoman. Fast and the Furious.
Which he doesn't count as Batman. Catwoman doesn't count as Batman. Apparently.
No.
She's not a Batman villain or anti-hero or
She's
in the Batman
not
world.
Batman.
Fast and Furious.
Hopefully we can agree on that. She's Catwoman, played by Halle Berry. I need a refresh.
Do you want me to continue your section?
I can finish. I got past the worst part. So Fast and Furious, probably all of them. Not sure. Hey, if you're a fan, I'm sure you're going to have quite a few to watch. How to Train Your Dragon, which was released in 2010. Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. Meet the Parents. All of them. Meet the Fockers. Meet even more parents. Meet that dude's parents. Hey, whose parents are those? The Meet the Parents is going to come to Amazon Prime. Mortal Kombat, not sure which one.
Because I know that there's at least 2.
Right. There's a recent one.
And the
And
older
there's
one.
an older one. Maybe some others in between. But one of them is coming to Amazon Prime and The Prince of Egypt.
Coming to Amazon Freevee, which I just found out about Freevee. You guys probably already knew about this. But Bad Boys 1 and 2, Crazy Rich Asians, Ernest Saves Christmas, Men in Black 3, and the Bourne Identity series.
Mm-hmm. Coming to Disney Plus, Behind the Attraction Season 2.
Coming to Max, Aliens, which came out in 1986. The Ant Bully, which came out in 2006. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one that came out in 2005, not the really old one. Dennis the Menace, which came out in 1993. Dune, the really old one, which came out in 1984. Elf, which came out in 2003. Fantastic Four, which came out in 2015, the newer Fantastic Four, which I still haven't seen. Wait,
Was that the newer one?
did we see it?
I didn't see it. I don't think I saw it.
I don't think I saw it. It has Michael B. Jordan in it.
Yeah, I guess that would have been 2015. Maybe, I don't know. Okay.
Really sure. The Golden Compass, which came out in 2007. Happy Feet 1 and 2. Jack Frost, which came out in 1998. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, which came out in 1989. The Polar Express, which came out in 2004. Predator, which came out in 2010. Which I still, trying to do the math. And I don't know if I'm missing, maybe, I'm thinking of Alien versus Predators or Humans versus Predators, or maybe I'm thinking of Predators and this is just Predator. I thought it came out way back.
What? Yeah.
But anyway, 2010.
Yeah, this might be a remake. This has to be a
Is
remake.
that the one that we saw the other night in the hotel?
I think that was Predators.
Okay.
Maybe.
And the Rocky movies.
Which came out in 2022, apparently, according to this weird list. No, it didn't. It didn't. Paramount Plus is going to have Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness Season 2, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Footloose,
Footloose.
Gladiator, The War of the Worlds, the 1953 version, and The Wiz.
There's been a bunch of the War of the Worlds. Well, not a bunch, but at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3, yeah.
All right, coming to Peacock. All 4 Hunger Games movies. Remember that there's only 3 books, but the last book was split into 2 movies. So there is a 5th movie still set to come out. So anyway, all 4 of the Hunger Game movies are coming to Peacock. Bad Boys 1 and 2, Battleship, which came out in 2012, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, which came out in 2009, Dr. Seuss and the Cat in the Hat, and also The Grinch. How to Train Your Dragon, which came out in 2010. King Kong, which came out in 2005. That's the one, fairly sure it's the one with Jack Black. Liar Liar, the classic, 1997. And Mystery Men, which came out in 1999.
Oh, yeah.
Top of the month for you.
Now let's talk about some movie releases. These movies are going to release between now and next week, November 3rd. So starting things off with Blue Beetle. It's coming to DVD and Blu-ray on Halloween, October 31st. Also, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is coming out on Halloween as well. That's coming to Netflix, so we can watch that. And not to.
I'm making faces.
Oh. Oh, Love Bear. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and World Dominion are both coming to Peacock on November 2nd, and Spider-Man Far From Home is coming to Disney Plus on November 3rd.
Coming TV shows, they're coming out this week from October 28th to November 3rd are Onimusha, which is coming out on November 2nd on Netflix. It is based on a game, from what I can tell. Like, there's a game with the same title that seems to have the same description, but it doesn't look like the same guy. But anywho, the description of the show is, with a demonic soul-consuming weapon in hand, can a legendary swordsman and a samurai brotherhood defeat a bloodthirsty zombie uprising? More than likely, yes. Blue-Eyed Samurai, which is coming out on November 3rd. It's coming to Netflix as an adult animation. It does not say that it's an anime, but it's animation. So, this is coming from the people behind Logan, or the writer of Logan, and Blade Runner. And here's the description. Set in 17th century Edo period Japan, Blue-Eye Samurai follows Mizu, a mixed-race master of the sword who lives a life in disguise, seeking to deliver revenge. It's an Edo period tale of revenge. Kill Bill meets Yentl, says the co-creator Amber Noizumi, who is the wife of, from what I can tell, she's the wife of the person who directed Logan. So I think it's a husband-wife couple who are directing this movie. And not movie, show. Looks really cool.
Okay. Like, would you watch it?
Onimusha. I don't know if I'm interested enough in the content of it.
Like
This
the
one,
premise?
the premise. This one, it seems like it has a female lead, but then there's also a male who jumps in, which I thought was interesting and different, because usually when there's like a samurai, swords, Edo period, all of that, like the older stuff, is going to be a male lead. And this one seemed like it had a female lead, but then there was a male who was jumping in every now and then. I'm trying to read the the captions at the same time and hearing the voices. And this one, I don't remember if it was captioned or not. I don't know, because I watched both of these right after each other.
Gotcha.
The animation in Onimusha seemed really cool, like fresh, updated. Blue-Eye Samurai was fresh as well, but not as fresh looking as Onimusha.
Yeah.
I think I'm more interested in Blue-Eye Samurai than Onimusha.
Got it. Okay.
Also, coming out this week is Marvel Studios Legends, which is that show. I think they're talking about like the behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes. I think they're talking about different characters and kind of going in depth into the different characters. It's coming out November 3rd on Disney Plus. The episodes are going to be Carol Danvers, Kamala Khan, and Monica Rambeau, probably getting ready for the Marvels movie coming out, giving you some background information for them in case you have not seen it. And if you have not seen Kamala Khan, and I forget what the name of the show is she's in.
Miss Marvel?
Yes, Miss Marvel. Just go ahead and watch the show.
Check it out.
It is definitely worth the time. Loved the show. Had no clue that it was that good.
Yeah. Well, with that, this has been your weekly dose of nerd news. Hey, if you liked it, be sure to let us know with a like, a subscribe even, or hey, if you just want to comment. I love reading the comments, so please, please, please give me something to read. Every week, I feel I need to practice this, but I say that every week and I never do.
Well, you know.
Hey.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. And you know what else is going to happen next week? You can catch us for some more nerdiness. I'm Chasen.
I'm Air Bear.
Thanks for watching.
Clink.
Clink. Oh, yeah. You want to try a wahoo? That's fair.
Nah.
That's fair.
Nah.
Nahoo.
Nah.
Nahoo.
Nah, boo.
Haha.